It feels like the time is ticking for Democrats. Debate number 3 is in the can, and another one is on the horizon. But let's talk about some of the winners and the losers in the debate number 3. So Elizabeth Warren has shown she's good at debating, but she still has not been able to convince voters how Medicare for all couldn't really happen. I would love to have seen her mix it up more with Joe Biden. Overall, Elizabeth Warren had a solid performance. She is firmly and securely in the top tier for the Democrats. Kamala Harris had the best opening statement. She would do well debating Donald Trump. However, her laugh is annoying, and she fails to answer direct questions about her criminal justice record. The Wizard of Oz joke was cute, but I fear that she is slipping from the top tier. Solid performance, but not as solid as she needed. Cory Booker, this was not a breakthrough performance at all. He was eloquent, he was likable, passionate on gun control, criminal justice, but he's in the second tier and the ground is very slippery. He had some solid standout moments, but many times he was just raising his hand and blending in with the furniture. Pete Buttigieg, Mayor Pete, he is a dull butter knife. Time is running out fast for Mayor Pete. He needed to shine here, and he failed miserably. His experiences being a soldier in the don't ask, don't tell era were, humanizing. But Mayor Pete is in quicksand. And, I don't know. Speaking of I don't know, Beto O'Rourke, his political career may be over. He's from Texas, and he said, hell yes, we're going to take your AR-15, your AK-47. This is the biggest fear NRA members have, that the government is coming for their guns. I never thought that O'Rourke was going to be president, but now his future, he's unlikely to even win a campaign for Senate against John Cornyn. Many hoped that he was going to make that pivot. Now he can't. This is the most noise he's ever made, but it's going to be downhill from here. As far as Joe Biden, he had a nice opening statement, a few good moments, especially on his personal reflection. He's been through a lot, as all of us have. But he told parents to educate their kids by turning on the record player. Wait, what? Now, Castro was right that Biden takes credit for Obama, but none of the blame for the Obama policies. This is true. He's still the stumbling front runner who will get embarrassed in the general election if he makes it there. Fair performance, and because he is so protected by the Democrats, he's going to remain in the front of the line. Bernie Sanders seemed tired and confused. He's a step above a one-issue candidate, and Elizabeth Warren stole that issue. He's now been able to broaden his appeal. He comes off as a grumpy old relative at a family gathering or something. The end is near. Now, whether he stays in the race long past the end is near. Now, he has a take it or leave it kind of approach, and I got respect that. But with Bernie, it is what it is. Amy Klobuchar, she was okay. But she was okay when she needed to be superb. And the Houston, we have a problem line was as lame as they come. She was mostly invisible, except to pop her head in to deliver some bad one-liners. I mean, since the snow stopped falling on her head when she made her announcement, I mean, she has really failed to stand out. She's a middle of the road kind of gal, and I think she's going to be gone by Christmas. Castro. Now, there does need to be an open discussion on Joe Biden's mental strength. He often seems old, unsteady, and incoherent. This is true. This is not a lie. But I don't think that Castro did it the best way, especially since he's not going to stand up to the media's attacks. And the media has attacked him. What did he say? Are you forgetting what you said 2 minutes ago? That whole thing, and repeating it several times, it's backfired. The mainstream media has been able to spin him as the bad guy. And instead of owning it and saying, they're saying, you're saying that because he's 76 years old, right? There are other 70-year-olds in the running. The president is over 70 years old. And what he should say is yes, and that may be a problem. He's challenging the old guard. That's fine. And he needs to do it and stand up and say that he's doing it. But he's not gonna do that. He is also telling stories about his life and his career that completely counter the false stories that Donald Trump and the narrative that Donald Trump has created about Latinos and their place in America. Castro may have set himself up for a great running mate position. Somebody who's going to be fighting hard and attacking for the nominee. It's definitely possible. Lastly, Andrew Yang. Horrible performance. This guy does not deserve to be on the stage. He lost me with his freedom dividend scam gimmick plan to give 10 families $1,000 a month. Like this is a joke. You know what I mean? It was disgusting. And his "I'm Asian, so I know a lot of doctors" line. When people say these self-deprecating jokes, I'll use the word joke, they open up the door for other people to use them, and then they get upset when it's done. But you started this stuff. I mean, he didn't start it, but I mean, he's introducing it. He's co-signing it. He's marginalizing it. And it just, the whole charm of the business, the Asian business guy that he is, the charm is worn off. It's time for him to go. Now, the 4th Democratic primary debate is scheduled for Tuesday, October 15th, and it may even extend to Wednesday, October 16th. The event will be co-hosted by CNN and the New York Times. It's going to take place in Ohio. So the 10 candidates that we saw on the stage on the 3rd debate have already qualified to appear again in October. So we're going to see Joe Biden, Cory Booker, Pete Buttigieg, Julian Castro, Kamala Harris, Amy Klobuchar, Beto O'Rourke, Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, and Andrew Yang. Also, Tom Steyer will be joining them. Now, the remaining candidates have until October 1st to qualify. Now, some people were wondering where Tulsi Gabbard and Marianne Williamson are. Both women have met the donor requirements, but they still need more polls to get in the place. So we'll see what happens there. Of course, your man Don McKay here from the Radio on Fire studios in Baltimore, Maryland. And I encourage people to continue to support Radio on Fire. RadioOnFire.com/join. You get all types of access to our shows. 20 shows that we do here weekly, and more things coming for our premium subscribers. Your man Don McKay, I'm here daily, 4 p.m. RadioOnFire.com/Diamond K. If you miss any episodes, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button, hit the like button, however you're seeing this broadcast. I'll see you guys tomorrow.